You're tuned into Soul Fusion Cafe, your place for radiant wellness and soul-forward living. Join your host, Jess Juntunen, quantum healer, intuitive, and midwife to the awakening spirit, as we dive into quantum tools, wisdom teachings, and integrated healing pathways for transformation. You can live a life of freedom to be without limitation. Cozy up, grab your tea, and enjoy this hour of expansion, wisdom, and love. Namaste, hello, and welcome to Soul Fusion Cafe. I'm your host, Jess Juntunen, for this hour of radiant wellness and soul-forward living. And it's always a beautiful time to be with community, for sharing, and support for this moment. And this is a huge moment. It's a celebration. It's champagne corks popping. It's a big, awesome moment because humanity has gone farther than we've ever made it before. And we have to keep going though, if we want to, if we choose. The choice is before us. August is the choice month. So as always, I love to share some of the perspectives on what's happening and remind us of what we're doing and why we're doing it, and give us this opportunity to connect with one another. The chat is open at Facebook, Oneness Talk Radio, as well as YouTube, onenesstalkradio.com, and onenesstalkradio.com as well. We're streaming there, and there's chat available, and seeing some people popping in and saying hello. I try to hop over into the chat as I'm able and check in. It's a little distracting if I look at it the whole time, but I do pop in. And the call-in number, 517-208-1500. 517-208-1500. In just a moment, I'm going to have that call board open because I did forget to launch it at the start of the show. So every Tuesday, Soul Fusion Cafe, live, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And it's always, always, always amazing to be with you and really to allow this connection and community to unfold. And we are in the oneness moment. So today really is about just connecting with the oneness, reunification. What does that really mean? Maybe for you, it's a new concept or new way to feel or think that there's, more going on. Maybe you're just awakening, or maybe you have been on this path for some time. And it really is, pardon me while I start the call board. It really is a crazy, amazing moment.
You have confirmed the start of the conference. The conference will begin when the next party joins.
Thank you. Forgive me, and thank you for holding patience while I launched the call board. So that number again, 517-208-1500. If you have a question, if you want to share a miracle of oneness that's happening in your life, or you feel you would enjoy a mini reading, go ahead and give a call in. The call lines are open. It's always wonderful to hear from community and share with one another. So in this moment of oneness, and I'm loving that purple. I found a paycheck I thought I cashed. I guess not. Wow. Woohoo. That's abundance in action. And namaste, Alehia and Jill and everyone else out there that is tuning in and listening, whether you are live or on the recording, knowing that it is in perfection. And we'll see how my cat is in here, and you might hear her meowing, and see how she does. I might have to get up and let her out. So in this moment of oneness, really inviting you to feel into your reunification. What is this like for you? Because we really have been on a journey. This is traveling. This has been boom, 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 so much happening. And really reflect on your last year. Really feel into, because we are still it's Tuesday, the new moon was just on Sunday. We are still in the potent energy of the new moon, the Lion's Gate, the peak up level moment. It really is rich, it's huge, and because the energy is so big, you might be experiencing a lot of things that are coming up to be released or looked at. And if you were part of Monday Magic last evening, these days it just feels like so much happens in a day that it could feel like a year, right? So if you were in Monday Magic last night, and if you don't know what Monday Magic is, find out. Go to shriankira.com and join our community, or go to Official Shri and Kira on YouTube. It's streaming every Monday night, where we are with the lessons of oneness for these 12 weeks, and in their up-leveled form, the I Am discourses. So the I Am oneness is a synergy of teachings and lessons. The 12 lessons of oneness, they're amazing, incredible ensoulments that come through Master Lady Kira Ra and wisdom teacher Sri Ramka. And these ensoulments are, if you've never heard of them or connected with this, I know many of you in the community do already know, but maybe you haven't connected yet. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, really every month for many years, the ascended realms, the masters, the archangelic realms have delivered messages through Sri and Kira. And really what they do is beyond channeling. Like, I know I'm channeling when I'm bringing forth a meditation or a ceremony, and or just with intention, and you're channeling all the time. We're always this channel of energy. And an ensoulment is a little different, because the unification of Shri and Kira coming together, they are a true union soul. When they came together, and Kira was prepared for this for many years. Read Sacred Union, The Journey Home, if you have not. And if you are reading that, you know how incredible it really is. And because she leaves her body completely when those ensoulments were delivered, there is no ego involved. There's nothing on the edges. Say, when I know that I'm channeling with sincerity, love, and presence, there's still this human filter, right? An ego that's there. But in this case of the ensoulments, they literally come through, and Shri is able to hold her body and her while she's animated by those energies. She has no idea what happens till after the fact. And you can read the entire library of these at shriankira.com for free, all the ensoulments. And Monday Magic is open on YouTube, and you can tune into the ensoulment that we're revisiting every week. And what we're discovering is that these ensoulments, while they were delivered, I don't remember what years the lessons of oneness were, but some of these ensoulments are delivered 10 years ago or more or less. But what we're discovering is the ones that we are unlocking are specifically for this moment now. Just as their book, the Mayan Sunrise book, is for right now. And it really will blow you away. If you're just not sure about what you're doing or how to move forward with something, just really go to an ensoulment or open one of the books and just see the message that's there for you. They are so deep and so in depth, and stir your soul at a level. And no matter how many times you read or encounter them, you might wonder, did it say that before? Or was that there before? And last night's lesson with the oneness energy being, oh my gosh, like, there was so much in this short, profound lesson. And go to Official Shri and Kira YouTube and watch it and tune in, because you can go check out last night's on there if you aren't involved. And if you are, awesome. And you can register for Monday Magic, and you can donate at any time, because those donations help Clinica Linda serve people. I've been there. I've seen it with my own eyes, the people that walk there for pain treatment and support and help with their health care, and the water bearers who support clean water initiatives and access to clean water around the world. It's 100% donation based in the spirit of oneness, right? And this energy came forward so strongly from those messages about the doubt and releasing the doubt. And that is so in our face right now, is, where are you holding any more doubt? And the gift of the doubt is that it brings you into the presence of yourself. Wow, my cat is really going bananas, Theo. She's shaking the chair, she's scratching. So really feeling into that place within you that might hold some kind of doubt, or if the fears are coming up, because we have been in this rich energy that started on 8/8 the Lionsgate 2020, where the divine feminine really rebirthed on the planet. And it's been expanding and growing and offering greater and greater balance. And that's when Women Wellness Awakenings began, which is a profound journey. And if you don't know about that, check out, my website, Self-Ascension Studios. Check out shriankira.com, because this has been a rebirth of a movement. Master Lady Kira Ra began Women Wellness Awakenings in 1993. And we rebirthed that energy last year on the Lionsgate 2020, and we just had the year anniversary. And on Sunday, we had the new moon peak up level Lionsgate energy. We are still in it. And please go watch that on official Shri and Kira at YouTube. Master Lady Kira, Sri Ramka, and myself holding that support and energy. It's really a teaching and an event that was held, and there was a ceremony at the end. So please go connect with it or reconnect with it again, because there's so much being offered there, and we are still so in that energy, and it's time stamped whenever you watch it, right? I mean, whether you're like catching this now and tuning into it this week, or it's 10 years from now, right? That's how the quantum energy works. We're time stamping and we are time surfing, and so much is happening. And I mean, really, if you tune into that, the explanations and support that is offered around the ascended numerology, the energies that are right now, concentric time. I mean, we are doing things this year that we started practicing for last year. And I mean, month to month, we are carrying energies of other months, and we are overlaying, and we're able to call in our highest expression and anchor it. And this Thursday will be a lineage holder meeting, which is huge. So, I mean, we went through this Lionsgate anniversary celebration of WWA, Divine Feminine on the Planet Lion, peak up level new moon, and we're cruising into August 12th, which is a major important alert. Really get together on Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. It will stream probably here at Oneness Talk Radio on YouTube, and it will definitely stream at official Shri and Kira on YouTube. And that's a half-hour meeting and a meditation of time jumping and surfing and calling in the energies, because we have to keep it going. While we have made it farther than ever as humanity, we have to keep saying yes and keep choosing yes. If that's what's in your heart to do, please, because we got to make it to September. And once we made it to September, wow, then we make it to December, and boom, we are in 2022, and the ascension escalator has taken us there. But we must hold the vision. We must stay in inspired action. The divine feminine rising is bringing balance to that energy that's like the just like pushing, right? The pushing through kind of action, where you're just forcing things or doing them from power over or power to, or just trying to like muscle through. It's really bringing in that energy of receiving and giving from the receiving. So receiving divine inspiration and acting through it, and being with that compassionate love around all that you're creating. So this last year, you've been doing things, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. You have been expanding, you have been doing it, and whatever is dancing in front of you is perfect. If there is doubt or fear in front of you, that's the opportunity to love yourself more. Love the fear for what it's telling you. I am safe, right? And bring in, I am safe. I trust myself. When the doubt wants to come up, or if the anger or judgment are present, notice and be aware. The witnessing energy is so absolutely important to understand, because as we're reunifying, as we're coming back to oneness, it's like All of creation, all of our divine aspects have gone as far as we can go in the densified experience. We have gone as far as we can in this whole experiment of experiencing the allness, all the ways that the divine may express. And there's no judgment about any of them. And in the densified realm, right, we have emotions, we have a body, we have a mind. And to come into balance, like Monday Magic and the messages from Raphael and Uriel last night remind us, right? The body serves the mind, and the mind is serving the higher self, the soul self, right? But for so long, like Uriel says, this thing between your ears has dominated everything. And it's been that way on our planet for so long, but it's that time for it to relax and become the servant of the soul, not to run the show, but to notice, to witness what's coming up. Because if you've been doing the work and you are feeling breakthroughs and you're feeling your vision coming, there will be that moment where the ego decides to try to have a tantrum. It will throw everything in, and it's sneaky. It will use spiritual language even to judge yourself, to judge others, to compare, to bring in energies that would be lack or less than. And if you are noticing you're not in the peace, you're not in the love, you're not in the joy, then some ego script is triggered, right? And it's the moment where we can smile and love it, not judge it, because then we're just compounding it, and say, thank you for showing me. And then lift and witness and bring in that fifth dimensional compassion, the love for the self that has been carrying this, the love for the body and the mind, the love for all of it, so we can come back into that unity. It really is the call to unity, the call to balance, divine feminine, divine masculine, the allness coming back to oneness. It's happening. I mean, really, 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 if you're tuning in now, your soul said, I want to be here right now for this. And it's what really does keep me going, guys, because I'm not going to sit here and say, I don't have days where I feel like, why am I even doing this anymore? Or who am I? Or what's going on? Or I'm insane or something, right? It doesn't mean that we don't have those moments, but they become less intense, and they become where we can really say, oh, this is a mastery moment. Thank you. I love you for showing me. And we keep walking through it. And if there's pain, do we let the pain tell us every story that is attached to it and believe it? Or do we love ourselves and set ourselves free through it and use it as that communication that's showing us where we're out of alignment and where we can come into greater alignment? Alignment, alignment, and it's been so profound. Last Friday, if any of you are here that were part of the Soulful Retreat for creators and business owners and those that have inspired projects and things to bring to the world, it was absolutely incredible to witness. And what was so important in that retreat energy, was really being tuned into your soul mission and aligning, to be in alignment, to be in that empowered state, and really make the choices from that alignment with the passion. What are you here to serve? What's your unique soul assignment, mission, and how are you serving that every day? How do you be in service to each and every day? Where are you making a choice to say yes to that which is birthing through you? And where might you be holding back? And in that moment, what do you choose? What do you choose? Be really transparent and authentically real with yourself. Be really there with yourself, and honor whatever is coming forward, right? And really, honestly and truly know that you can make it through anything that might be showing up in your life. Because if it's showing up, if there's a challenge or something in front of you, it's there because you have everything you need to move through it, or it wouldn't be there. we are able to absolutely take responsibility for everything in our experience in a loving way. We're all learning here. We're all evolving here. And we just truly, really need to keep on showing up. Even if you feel like you fell down, that's even more reason to show up, even more. And, some beings are going to say, well, I'm done. I can't anymore. I'm going to go back to sleep. And, that's okay too for them. Love them and honor them. Offer them the blanket. Offer them the glass of water. Offer them the support, because in that moment, they're really just making that decision that they need to make. And it's not for us to go in and rescue. It's not for us to go in and fix. It's really that moment where you just lift and love as the witness that you are. So again, if anybody feels like giving the phone line a call and saying hello, asking a question, just want to say hello, just want to share your love or your miracles, 517-208-1500 is the number. 517-208-1500 is that number. And one moment, I really am. That was Theo. She didn't really want to make a cameo. She just wanted to run around and scratch and meow until I let her out, because that's what the lion does. Is the lion says, "I command, I command." So, and really, to command our light, sometimes that word sounds scary to the ego, or maybe it sounds too um, masculine or something like that. But I mean, that's what we're doing, is commanding the light and commanding the love. And yes, when you dial in, you're going to hear Kira Ra at the beginning introducing. I see something in the chat. If you call in, you will hear Kira Ra's voice guiding you into the call. And yeah, that's normal. And then you should hear just some music. So let's see, we do have a caller on the line. Let's bring you on in. It looks like we're coming in from Wyoming. Hello, Wyoming.
Hi, Jess.
Hello.
It's Purple Sparkle.
Hi, Purple Sparkle. It's so good to hear you.
Ta-da!
Wow, thank you for calling in. What an honor and blessing to connect with you voice to voice.
I'm really nervous right now.
Oh, that's okay. Bring your hand to your heart. And what's in your heart? What's alive in you to share right now?
How fortunate we are to be together, and how we lift each other up, and we're still ascending, and all of the blessings that are going around the group. It just brings more and more blessings for all of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It is a huge deal. Absolutely. I've got goosebumps as you share that. Thank you. Thank you for calling in and sharing in this moment. Is there any other way I can serve you today?
Not quite, but I love you all. Every single one of you. Know that I always pray for you. Send you the vibes.
Thank you so much. And it is totally all in perfection. Thank you for calling in and sharing your gift with us. Namaste. Beautiful, and I can't say even more, Purple Sparkle. It's so amazing, this community and sharing in blessings and celebrating one another. And as we are together and witness each other and cheer each other on and love on each other, We're all expanding. And I really, really am so honored and happy that you called in, because I know we connect so often in the chat and in so many places, and times we're always together. And I feel so honored that you did call in. So thank you so much. And saying hi to everyone else here. The chat is so beautiful. Like, really, we do have the best, most beautiful community of beings here. And it's really, really testament to the authenticity that's here, because that's what's felt, because that's all that we are really here to share at the end of the day, is our true self, new world. That was like the subtitle for today's show, right? I mean, really, the new self is really the self that's always been there. It's the self that's really always been there, and we are uncovering, right? It's like the oyster inside the clam analogy, right? And the oyster is like all full of the sands and pieces of things that have gotten stuck to it. And that's what our self is like. Our true nature is that we're polishing that pearl. We're releasing the crud, which is the ties of density and the experiences that we've had that might, have, you know, glommed onto our luminescent, shiny self. And we're polishing that and honing it and shining out. And it's just about really being. It's not outside of ourselves, it's inside of ourselves. And the new world is being built from those of us that have said yes. It's really happening, you guys. I mean, there's so much. That is going on. Tosa Blue Mountain. I know I see B in the chat, and B was um, just at Tosa Blue Mountain, and she can share all the miracles of how absolutely incredible it is to be at Tosa Blue Mountain and to receive, and the energy there and how profound it is. It's very much ever evolving. I'll be back there in September for the Women Wellness Awakenings, the closing or the sealing of the Rainbow Bridge that we opened in March. There are a few seats left if you want to join that experience live in Ecuador with myself and some other awesome beings. It's going to be beyond incredible, and it's a closed event this time. We will share videos and things after, because it's just going to be such a sacred moment and ceremony. The September equinox is huge. And what happens there and what is birthing from there is incredible. And there are going to be, it's like the model campus. This is what we're building. If your heart is saying, oh my gosh, I want to be a part of this. If you're thinking like Avesa Center, if you're seeing a possibility, if you're seeing a potentiality, really feel into your heart and stay tuned, because there's going to be opportunities, and let us know, because there is going to be a worldwide shift in our work. We're already reaching so many, but it's going to get bigger. It's like when you throw the pebble in the water and it makes the ripples, right? And when we are shining our light, we make those ripples, but enough of us have been shining our light that those ripples are becoming waves, and they're becoming bigger waves. So this reunification into oneness, it's happening. The only thing that will stop this train now is our doubts or our fears. And we say, oh, no, I can't do it. I'm not ready. You're ready. You have everything you need. You are ready. Absolutely. Yep. And I can't agree more. In the chat, seeing purple there, we are going to be their leaders. That's why we're here early. Yes, the first wave. If you have been here holding space, bless your soul, because you've been doing a lot. Because those that are like pioneers that are setting out and serving through this example, it hasn't been easy. I know it has not been easy for you to get to where you are now, but at the same time, in the blink of an eye, and realizing from that ascended quantum perspective that it has all been perfect. And just like a mother after giving birth to a child, well, labor was so hard sometimes. After that baby is born, it's like that fades. And so it is for our journey, right? We can go through really harsh stuff or times, or if you're going through it now, remember that it's going to soften, and it's going to get easier, and it will be a memory, and the choices that you're making during it are what are honing your greater mastery presence. And it can be easier, it can flow, it can be different. Let go of old stories about what healing has to look like. Let go of old stories about what shifting has to be like. It's instantaneous. Yes, some things we have to revisit and we go through more layers of. Yes, that's happened for me. Yes, I'm sure that's happened for you. But the more we are anchored in our mastery, as we raise our vibration, it becomes much easier to remember, right? Our resting place, the vibration sets a little bit higher. Not that I like the words higher or lower, but it's the best way for the brain to understand. It's a more refined, lighter vibration versus a densified vibration, which will align us more with the body and fears and all the things of this world. We want to be in this world and bring those high vibes into form and allow them to express through our being so that we're creating into reality from the self, from the authenticity, from the higher nature and truth of our being. And when we don't create from there, when we create from our fear or our lack, then we are creating more of that. And I don't know about you, but I've mastered that, been there, done that. And that's something that humanity's been playing with for so long. We're breaking out of a paradigm of scarcity, lack, victim consciousness. So pay attention, really pay attention to where your energy is. You know, where your focus goes, your energy flows, as they say. So really let yourself smile. You know, Shri always gives such amazing wisdom and guidance, and it reminds us, you know, with that humor, just like Zodkiel. It's like, you know, it doesn't have to be hard. You can have a laugh at it. Whatever comes up comes up. You can release it just as easily. We don't have to take ourselves so seriously. We don't have to uh, be attached to a certain thought, fear, belief, way of being. Even if it's the way we always did it, we can release it at any time. And to really transcend the victim consciousness that says there's not enough for me, there's not enough for everybody. And notice how sneaky it is where it comes in. Because we can think, oh yeah, I've got that, I've mastered that, I don't have that anymore. And then in that moment is when the ego actually is fooling us. And there might be something else to look at, right? And but the healed victim, the healed abuser, the healed rescuer becomes that teacher, healer, mentor, becomes that awakened being that can truly hold space for so many more. But as long as there's something playing out where, you know, I'm not good enough, or there's not enough for me, or I could get it and lose it all, where any fear is operating, where any doubt is operating, the victim triangle's alive and well. In some area, you're playing a victim, or maybe you're playing a rescuer, or maybe you're playing abuser. And the ultimate role is when we abuse ourselves. And there's no thing or nobody that's going to come rescue us. That's never going to happen. We have got to rescue ourselves and be responsible for ourselves, right? And truly, it sometimes feels a little scary to admit that, but it really is not. It doesn't need to be that scary. It really is not. It really is that moment of the empowered lion that steps out of the woods and says, I am here, I am ready, I am open, and I am guided. I know the truth of my being. I'm unshakable. Nothing anybody says or does is going to cause a doubt in me because I know the truth of myself. And it is worth going for it. It's worth really being with it. It's worth saying yes and getting up and dusting yourself off if you feel like you fell down, because that is the only way that we learn, you know? And it's funny to watch a toddler go about and learn how to walk. You know, every toddler, if they're physically capable, is going to learn how to walk. You know, every child is going to go from baby to walking, and they don't judge themselves when they fell down. Maybe they feel frustrated or upset, but they are going to learn how, right? Or you watch a determined young child that's, you know, I think about my younger son when he was younger than his big brother, and he was going to learn how to ride his two-wheel bike himself, no matter what. And he tried and he tried and he tried and he tried, right? And you think, oh, it was because of, you know, a kid learning a skill like that. They're not thinking, oh, it's because I'm not good enough that I can't walk yet. You know, they just keep on doing it. And somewhere along the way, we start to take on the beliefs of other people and all that stuff that has come with, you know, being a human and this planet and this society that we might have bought into, and stories we bought into, and the lineages that were handed down to us. Well, now we can say, okay, like, I know that's BS, and we can get up and keep walking, right? When something happens and we fall down, that's going to happen. You know, even a step backwards is a step, like Archangel Uriel says in, you know, yesterday's message. Every step's a step. Sometimes you might feel like you go backwards, but mostly you'll be going forwards. Sometimes you'll be going up. Sometimes you'll be going down. They're all steps. They're all steps. Yep. And no worries. I hear if you're on the line and you weren't speaking and you didn't hang up, that's okay, because you can listen to the show while you're on the line. You're muted. Nobody can hear anything unless I have you unmuted. So that's totally fine. So if you want to call in ever, if anyone knows that, you can listen to the show on the line. Of course, you may always be called on. And if anyone out there is saying, hey, I think I do want to call in, I think I just want to share or celebrate or be with the community in this moment, or you would like a reading, 517-208-1500 is the number. And how, as I peek over here, we have a very special guest popping in, and we got to bring her in. This is none the other, the fabulous B. Come on in.
Namaste, Jess. What's going on?
Namaste.
You know, I have nothing but love for you. Always holding a space for everybody in the chat and everybody that you meet. It's amazing what you do, and I just want to commend you for that.
Oh, thank you, B. It's always like a huge, beautiful smile comes to my face whenever I connect with your energy, because I feel the same way about you. And seeing you in the chat and seeing you connect and seeing you at TOSA, you know, it's like I feel like we're always together, and I just feel like you are such a blessing and huge part of this community in my heart. Thank you.
You know, Jess, I just keep, and it may sound like a cliche, but everything go, and you just go with it and be all about being in the flow. And if anything I've gotten from TOSA and from Shri and Kira, it's saying yes and being in the flow. I mean, from the beginning of 8/8, it's you know, we had the wellness in March, and even before that, I mean, the journey's been amazing. Even with my car service, I mean, I would love to sit here and tell you guys all the adventures and the journeys, and it's all coming from within. Everything that's happened to me is from me saying yes and propelling that outside and just keep moving forward and not living in fear anymore. You know, I try not to let things loop in my head anymore. When those voices loop in our heads and they're playing a scenario that's not us, that's not true authenticity, that's the ego stepping in. And if I've learned anything, it's to have my own voice in there. It's to be my most authentic self and always checking in with my heart. As much as I'm on my phone, I make sure I check in with my heart. And I do Avesa as much as I'm on my phone. So, you know, it's always being in divine presence and knowing who you are. And I thank you guys for that.
Oh my gosh, B. I mean, I couldn't say any of it better. And thank goodness for the yes, right? Because as you said yes, everything came into support, didn't it? Every time you say yes, the support you need shows up, right?
Let me tell you, my insurance for my commercial insurance for my car service company, they wanted during the pandemic, they wouldn't give me anything off. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I knew that if I shut off my insurance, that would put me out. And, everybody around me was saying, maybe you should, it's going to be a little bit and take some time. Not only did I say yes, I said, I'm keeping my insurance. I will prevail over this. And I have.
Yes.
I ended up with the United Nations as an account. I mean, my business keeps on thriving.
Oh my gosh.
And keeps on going. The more I said yes, I'm a one-woman show, and I've expanded my business so much that it's overwhelming to think that just this one person, myself, became this company that handles corporate accounts such as BIC, such as United Nations. I mean, we're talking, I'm like, oh
Wow.
my God, they want me?
Wow.
Do they know? And they know.
Yes.
They know who I am. It's amazing. When you shine your light from within, from your heart, and you speak with authenticity, it's anything's possible. And they see your light. Others will see your light. And I know that to be true now.
Oh my gosh.
Just amazing.
It's absolutely
Just
so amazing. And I mean, I just celebrate you and your celebrations. It's so incredible. You are a testament. And I know I've got to get you on the show so we can share even more about all of the stories and everything. We've got to get you on here, B. So I hope we can make that happen sometime soon.
Whenever you want, I'm there. As much as you are there for me, I'm there for you.
Oh.
I mean, you kept saying, be in your mastery present, and it's been like my chalice has been overflowing because you keep holding the chalice open for me and helping me along the way. And I appreciate that so much.
Oh my gosh, B, I'm going to start crying. Thank you so much. And
I love you, Jess.
I love you too. Oh my gosh. Keep going and keep kicking butt out there. And I can't.
And I got to tell you, when Kira was talking about the mountain, and I was there as she was finding those trails and everything, I was on my own time, meditating, doing my own thing, having massages as well and other services there. I was actually, I didn't know. I was feeling a lot of that blue energy. I was going through the birthing of the mountain. When she said the mountain was birthing, I had that all on my journey while I was there and in complete focus. I could not believe, I had chills because it was as I was going through what the mountain was going through. I felt every bit of that every single day.
Oh.
And it was just, Avesa is a different experience altogether. When you're ready, you're going to know it's your time to go, as I did. That was my second time within 6 months. I didn't even think the first time I would be able to go, let alone the money just appeared the first time. And the second time, things just fell into place, and I had no choice but to go because it was calling me. Yes. I knew I had to be there. And it's still like, I'm still kind of like decompressing because so much, you don't realize while you're there, like all these things are going on around you and all these things are happening through you. And then when you come, I'm still like recovering. I'm exhausted. The high energy frequency alone. So I'm still actually, yesterday I was wiped out because you come back with this glow. I call it the Tosa glow. I'm hashtagging
Hashtag Tosa glow.
I still have that. I'm holding it. I'm holding that Tosa glow because I don't want to let this feeling go. When you know that knowing, you can't help but to glow. And the mountain assists with that because you just feel everything while you're there. You connect with everything, the people, the food, everything there is grown from within, and you feel that everything there is with love. There's a purpose behind everything that's there, and it just, it just completed my whole journey. Like, I can't wait to see what the next 6 months, if the 6 months that from WA equinox, I can't imagine what's going to be next, because I feel like I'm about to be propelled to the next level. Like, I up leveled times 2.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to share how that's going to happen, what's going to unfold from this. After I still like am just still like amazed, awe and amazed. That's all I can say.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm seeing so much love in the chat and soul chills and tears as you're sharing, and I'm feeling it too. And thank you, because your presence and you saying yes and you sharing the journey and the gifts with everybody helps everyone else to remember that truth within themselves too. So I mean, I just can't get enough. I'm just like, go, go, yes. I think I might be your biggest fan, but I mean, I don't know if someone else wants to come and compete with me for that. There's no competition here, but I love you and adore you, and I can feel the Tosa glow. And yeah, it's anchored. It's your new reality. And like you said, what are these next 6 months going to be like? Let the mind go and just let it be, right? It's such an incredible
In
ride.
flow.
Yes.
In
Yes.
flow, baby. You rock. You know that. We got this.
We do.
We got this. Look,
we do.
I got to tell you, everybody in my group that went to WWA that I still talk to, they're having the same thing. I know Julie went. She's living now in Italy. She never imagined that she was going to live in Italy. Look at Dana. Dana's now working at TOSA, a part of TOSA, interning. I mean, just amazing. You launched your own brand. So everybody that's been there has had an experience. Cindy is getting more into courses, and she's about to become her own practitioner. I mean, everybody has had an amazing experience, and it just shows you, when you say yes, what happens.
Yeah, I can't agree more. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, well, it's set. You've got to come back, and we're bringing you back in, and we're gonna bring you in for a longer time to share, because there's so much to share, and I love everything you're creating.
Definitely.
And yeah, it's so inspiring. Thank you, B. Thank you so much. I love you. We love you.
Love you, Jess. Love you guys. Love my community. Love my family. Namaste.
Namaste. Woohoo. That is like what it's about. I am just beaming, smiling ear to ear. Tosa glow. Hashtag Tosa glow. Got it on, because it is incredible. And yeah, when you go there, and you'll know, like B said, if it's your time and you are called, you will be there, and the means will show up for you to be there. And what has anchored and come forth, and the miracles that are bursting forth, they are examples of what each of us can do. It's incredible, and it really does go beyond our mind. This reunification to ourselves, let go of the mind's definition of what it's got to look like or be like, because it's going to be even better, right? Envision and let yourself vision and play and be in that potential and take action. That is one thing I know for sure. Like B was sharing, she was in action with her inspiration, right? When we are in action, we can have all the inspiration, but we have to be taking steps. And then the universe says, okay, give him some support, because they're on and they're saying yes. So here's the support you need. We're powerful creators. Why can we not create all the support we need to go forward? But we have to be that yes. And you'll know when the moment is here. You'll know when the moment arrives. And the moment has arrived. It's almost the end of our show. And it's been absolutely amazing to be together. So the things to keep in mind, right? We've got lineage holders on Thursday night. Be there. It's a live stream event. Invite people. It's up on Shri and Kira's social media pages. Share that around. I'm going to get it out to my social media and newsletters too. Anyone that feels like they are here to help support the healing of this planet is a lineage holder, bar none. So Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, official Shri and Kira. Mark it down. Be there. If you feel called to Women Wellness Awakenings, and you feel called to Sealing the Rainbow Bridge in September, there's some seats left. And go for it if your heart's calling, and be there with us. And really, just in this moment, let yourself breathe and be and receive whatever's coming forward that's true for you, because you only know the way that you are here and meant to express. Only you know what makes your heart really sing. Only you know how to channel and harness and manifest the gifts that are ready and waiting for you. It's all for you. It's that moment where you get to unwrap the presents, and you get to really be in the energy and be in the blessings, and allow yourself to just receive. Receive. The more you receive, the more you can give. Receiving and giving in balance. Receiving and giving in balance. And beautiful purple, call in next time, and we'll do a reading next time. And namaste and blessings to all of you. If you want to call in next week, get in here Tuesdays. I'm here at noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific, every Tuesday with Soul Fusion Cafe. It has truly been my honor and pleasure to be with you. And until next time, keep thriving, keep radiating, keep saying yes. You've got this. We've got this. Together we are better. Namaste and many blessings.
You've been listening to Soul Fusion Cafe with Jess Juntunen. Connect with Jess and learn more at her inspiration hub, selfascensionstudios.com, and over on Instagram at JoyLoveJess and Soul Fusion Cafe Radio, or over at Facebook at Self-Ascension Studios and Soul Fusion Cafe Radio. Thank you for listening. See you next week. Namaste and many blessings.